Jesus always encourages us and also challenges us. All at once, he makes us comfortable and uncomfortable. Whether he's confronting religious leaders, dining with tax collectors and sinners, or capturing our imagination with one of his stories. When Jesus spoke of events surrounding his return to earth, he told the disciples of wars and rumors of wars, of nations and kingdoms rising against one another, an abomination of desolation standing in the holy place. Then he says, and catch this, therefore you also must be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect him. In this context, Jesus tells the parable of the talents. One day, an owner of a large estate called 3 servants together, and they quickly learned that their master was going away to a far country. To their surprise, he was entrusting some of his wealth to them. The first servant was given 5 talents. Now, a talent was a measurement of weight between 50 and 75 pounds. The second servant was given 2 talents, and the third 1, which wasn't actually a small amount. With the talents distributed, the master went on his journey. The first 2 servants were able to double their talents. But the third servant was afraid, and he hid his. After a long absence, the master returned. He called the 3 servants together to settle accounts. The first 2 servants gave an account of doubling their talents. They were commended. Well done, good and faithful servant. Then, given further blessings, come and share in your master's happiness. It didn't go so well for the third servant. He made his case. You're a hard man. I was afraid. But look, I'm returning to you safely all that you've given me. The master's rebuke was quick and stern. You wicked and lazy servant. You knew what I expected. Why didn't you at least draw interest from the bank? Then turning to the others, he said, take his talent and give it to the servant who risked the most. The master continued, then get rid of this worthless servant. Throw him out into the outer darkness. Now, we too have abilities and opportunities to serve the master. The focus of this parable is not on the abilities of the servants. We're not told of the specific abilities each servant possessed. This is a parable about taking advantage of the opportunities provided by the master. Now, through us, in whom the Spirit indwells, God is starting to implement his transforming kingdom, which began and was achieved through the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus. Our key spiritual insight: when we use our gifts and opportunities, God's kingdom is beginning to come to earth as in heaven through us. We too await the return of our Master in uncertain times. Societal, political, and economic uncertainties are always with us. It was true for the disciples and for Israel and the saints of all the ages. World uncertainties mustn't hinder us from being God's instrument. We too live with challenging circumstances in some form or fashion. There's always something happening in each season of our lives. We lose family members, we lose work, we lose health. Sometimes we feel lonely, as if no one really sees us. Plans fall through and we're forced to realign our dreams. An unexpected expense stretches us beyond our means. Even in, and especially in, difficult and uncertain days, we are a light in the darkness and a city on a hill. This is not a time to hide our talents in fear and in anxiety. God constantly leads us to places that are unsettling. We have to decide whether we'll play it safe or be a bit daring, and these opportunities often take us out of our comfort zone. Dare to take advantage of the doors God is opening. And those, my friends, are words of hope.